आरम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयम् करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करम् लोकशङ्करम्। So we are making some progress. यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितम् यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः. We have covered up to this. To briefly summarize what we saw up to this verse, in fact in this verse, Vedanto Nama Upanishad Pramanam. Vedanta is a means of knowledge. And it must be understood as such. Pramanam is a word which also we need to understand, because we use this word pramanam in many ways. In Hindi particularly, pramanam is understood as some proof. Iska kya praman hai? And so it becomes a proof. Here it is not a proof. Therefore, the general understanding, the rudhi meaning of pramanam better be given up. We must understand pramanam as pramanam, pramayaha karanam, means of knowledge. Like the eyes are a means of knowledge. Jnana ka karanam, instrument. Just like eyes are a means of knowledge, a particular kind of knowledge. Ears are a means of a particular kind of knowledge, cognition. Vedanto Nama Upanishad Pramanam. Vedanta is a Pramanam. Vedanta is a Pramanam in respect of what? What is Vedanta a Pramanam for? It's a means of knowledge for what? What's that? Atmanaha Pramanam. A Pramanam with respect to the nature of the Atmavastu. Nature of the Atmavastu. Atma is self-evident. Vedanta is a Pramanam in respect of the nature of Atmavastu. What Atma is. That Atma is, you don't require a Pramanam. It is self-evident. Having said that, if Vedanta as a Pramanam, a Shabda Pramanam, an external Pramanam, it needs to be understood. Those Lakshana words need to be handled. The knowers of the Shastras say everything lies in handling the words. Not everyone is in a position to do it. One, if a person undergoing Shravanam who is exposed to the Shastra is not able to have the knowledge of the nature of the Atma, then the question arises, is Vedanta a Pramanam? The eyes open should reveal the color, the shape, everything. Similarly, the eyes that have been opened by Vedanta Pramanam, the Jnana Chakshu, should know the nature of the Atman as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. One should directly know. If it does not take place, if the knowledge does not take place, it is clear, particularly if someone is able to know, if a few are able to know and many are not able to know. See this, some have known, some are not able to know, then it is wrong to conclude that Vedanta is not a Pramana. It means some other factor is necessary. Something else is necessary. You get the point. Even when the Shastra is undergone, a person is not able to know. One must remember, but some people know. This has been a common problem for a very erroneous conclusion. And the conclusion is Vedanta is a theory of the Atman which has to be practiced, and Atma has to be experienced. This is a gadbad conclusion. So many places you will find this written. Yes, you should see what Shastra writes, understand that, and then work according to that. पहले शास्त्र में जो दिया वो सारा पढ़ लो, फिर उसके अनुसार put efforts. Just like first read what is there in the recipe and then cook. Then you will get successful rasagullas. Because everything in the world they see, there is a theory and practice. So they think in Vedanta also there must be some theory and practice. In some part of the Vedas you have this. There is this Homa, this Yajna, this that, this Puja, this everything is there. And so you know that and then you have to do it. You look at this. Because most of the Veda is Karma Kanda, people erroneously conclude that Vedanta is also like this. That knowing is not enough. You will have to do something after that. एक व्यक्ति की चिट्ठी खो गई, The chitti had a message, what all has to be purchased, and after a lot of trouble, the person located the chitti, the letter. Then it was written there, please take one dhoti and these sweets and etc. etc. Oh, I have understood. Then he threw away the chitti and then went about collecting the dhoti and the sweets. Therefore, the use of the chitti is only to find out what it is telling you. Afterwards, you have to do something. This is the common error. You must understand. And therefore, if one had come to a more logical understanding that if some are able to see and many are not able to see, possibly some other factor is necessary. Rather than looking into the qualifications of the knower, one starts assuming that Vedanta is a theory about the Atma which has to be later experienced with efforts. Then lot of tapasya has to be done, then you will experience and you will go into bliss. The matter is little more complicated by the use of the word Atma Anubhuti. In the Shastra itself, the word Atma Anubhuti is there. Anubhuti is translated in the common people's language as experience. Atma has to be experienced. First learn about the Atma, then experience the Atma. First learn about Rasagulla, then experience Rasagulla. Somebody says you put Rasagulla into the mouth, it can be experienced without learning about it. So he says learning itself is not necessary. Rasagulla is Rasagulla. The Shastra is very clear when it uses the word Anubhuti, it means knowing. It means Atma Darshanam. Atma va are maitreyi drashtavyaha shrotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavyaha. Clear? The Upanishad is very clear. Atma drashtavya. Atma has to be known. There is no experiencing the Atman. Something has to be done, and with that effort, you will end up experiencing the Atman. Then there is a Kundalini jumping up, and there are so many other things. When everything goes out of hand because someone you don't know how somebody is more qualified, something happens to him, and he claims that he has known. You have mystic experience. Then you lose track. Vedanta is a search for reality, not to make things mysterious. Moksha is of the form of knowledge. Jnanena moksha, jnana eva moksha. Knowing the Atman is moksha. Knowing is the phalam. Moksha is of the nature of knowledge, knowing that I am the limitless Atman. न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नाकं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजत एतद् यतयो विशन्ति वेदांत विज्ञान सुनिश्चितार्थाः संन्यास योगाद् यतयः शुद्ध सत्त्वाः. We have spoken about this. Atma drashtavya is to be known. Vijñātāram va are katham vijaniyam. How to know the knower. Everything is about knowing. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate. Ya evam veda. One who knows. Viduhu, Vedaha, this is the word, no. Is clear? Therefore, if the Vedanta Pramanam is not able to produce the knowledge of the nature of the Atman, the simplest conclusion is to look into the qualifications of the knower. And that is why Bhagavan uses this word, yatanto yoginas chainam pashyanti atmanyavasthitam yatantaha api akritatmanaha enam na pashyanti achetasaha enam na pashyanti. The emphasis is on antahkarana shuddhi. So simple. Once you have a competent teacher from the Sampradaya who knows how to handle this Pramanam words, once that is done, Pramanam is in its place. Okay, the Pramata, the knower, is the qualified aspirant, Adhikari. Adhikari to को अधिकारी ही साधन चतुष्टय संपन्नः अधिकारी pramata. Pramata, see, the adhikari is a pramata, the knower. The qualified person is the knower, not the doer. What is sadhana chatushtayam? Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi Shatka Sampattihi, Mumukshutvam. Antahkarana Shuddhi, the emphasis is on Antahkarana Shuddhi through Karma Yoga. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita, you have emphasis on Karma Yoga. Tasmad Yogi Bhavarjuna, Tasmad Yogi Bhavarjuna, Kimartham? Chitta Shuddhyartham, Chittasya Shuddhaye Karma, Natu Vastu Upalabdhaye. Viveka Chudamani says. Karma Yogena, the emphasis on Antahkarana Shuddhi, inner purity, inner growth. In so many words, we have said this. The life of Karma Yoga gives you Antahkarana Shuddhi. The Antahkarana Shuddhi is Karma Yoga and cultivation of values. The cultivation of values we have seen in the 16th Adhyaya, in the 17th Adhyaya. Elaborately we have seen what is Daivi Sampat. Cultivation of the Daivi Sampat. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi, Jnana Yoga Vyavasati, etc. That means emphasis. And so after this 15th Adhyaya, the 16th has a chapter devoted to values. 13th had values. 13th Adhyaya? Values. You pick up the values from there. Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Vibhaga Yoga, values are there. In the 16th Adhyaya, values. 17th Adhyaya, values. Values is dharma. In other words, dharma. Never lose sight of dharma. Dharma as standalone Purushartha. So, Antahkarana Shuddhi, to lay emphasis on that, to know, one must be pure in heart. Yatantaha api na pashyanti yadi akritatmanaha. One without sufficient inner maturity. Gentle word. Not disqualified, unqualified, not yet fully prepared. Akritatmanaha. Kritatmanaha. Asamskritatmanaha. In this Karma Yoga, in the life of Karma Yoga, in the life of cultivating values, which is so important, whole thing is this. To become an adhikari. Inquiry remains important. Very important. The key point is inquiry. All false values, see, we must look into our value systems that we currently stick by, stand by, have been following without understanding, without bothering, without questioning, habitually. All false values, all improper attitudes are due to the lack of understanding of some relative truths. Relative truths in this samsara. One does not have a proper understanding of some relative truths, and therefore one has improper values, improper attitudes, and false values. So from the Asuri Sampad, this is value system. The 17th he says, Yo yat shraddhasya eva saha. What kind of shraddha is? That means understanding of the value system requires objectivity, therefore inquiry is important. You understand? Inquiry is sustained. Not like in the court, objection sustained. This is sustained inquiry throughout. That means awareful living. What is awareful living? Constantly aware that I am wearing clothes, adjusting things. It means continued Shravanam of the Shastra along with the life of Karma Yoga. Therefore, continue Shravanam. Continue Shravanam, Shravanam, Shravanam. It aligns your value system, gives you objectivity to your value system. In fact, makes you relook the value system. False values are demolished. You are put on the right track by the Shastra. Constant Shravanam along with the life of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga Kanishtha, when we say understand, Shastra Dhyanam is primary. Shastra keeps you on track. Otherwise, you will end up becoming a karmi. You will not know why you are doing what you are doing. Therefore, the Shastra must be the Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karya Vyavasthito. We repeated this verse many times. Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karya Vyavasthito. Karya Akarya Vyavasthito. Let the Shastram be the guiding light. And we also read 2 classes before the message of Pujya Swami Paramarthananda. Stay with the Shastra. Stay with the Shastra. Life will have many ups and many downs. Shastra will keep you sane. Shastra will keep your value systems aligned and objective. I probably made you note down the exact words also.
Yes.
It must be somewhere. But I think you have noted down. So the message is stay with the Shastra. Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te with the Shastra, Swamiji said. It's missing here, but I think you remember that.
Yes.
Shastra is the guiding light. The vision of the Shastra makes you look at the value systems that you hold. A true pramata, a true mumukshu must be ready to re-examine what notions he has been holding. We are so resistant to change. We are so resistant to look at ourselves from a critical standpoint. From standpoint of criticizing oneself for improper values. We feel it will destroy our self-respect or self-worth. It is not like that. It aligns your purushartha. It gives you objectivity to the purusharthas. Purushartha nischaya takes place in the light of Shastra. It keeps you sane in this world. It's a big word. Keeping sane in the samsara is a big word. Everything is there to drive you insane. Therefore, samsara is called a bhava roga. Shastra is the vaccine. Shastra is the immunization. It keeps you on track. One doesn't lose oneself to the battle. One doesn't lose sight of the Paramapurushartha. The heightened awareness of case. So the yogi, yoginaha, yatantaha, yoginas chainam that has been mentioned here. Yatantaha will mean a yogi who is given to the life of contemplation. Or he is given to the life of karma yoga. Or both. A person who has attained antahkarana shuddhi may simply need a simple life of contemplation. That may all be what is required. One who is prepared to put whatever it is required, whether it is the life of karma yoga or contemplation or both, is the yogi, is the yatna that is talked about, is the yatnaha. Whatever is required for being qualified, one will do. Such people will see. Pashyanti atmanyavasthitam. It is not the fault of the pramanam, but of the pramata's qualifications. Antakarana shuddhi is therefore key. In the next 4 verses, beginning Yadadityagatam Tejaha, Bhagavan's Vibhuti is being spoken about. We saw it in the Vibhuti Yoga, if you have seen the Vibhuti Yoga.
Yes.
That the Atma is the self of all. Sarvatma. This is Sarvatmatvam. In the next verses, Sarvatma, Atma is Sarvatma is what is being highlighted. So this is Ishvara's Vibhuti. This is called Vibhuti. Okay, 4 verses of Vibhuti, Yadadityagatam Teja onwards. Before this, one consciousness, Nirvikara, Ananta Chaitanyam is Jiva. Jiva is Mamayivamshaha, Sanatanaha, Jiva Bhutaha, Jiva Loke. The Jivatma, the knower, the subject is Ishvara, is Brahman, is the Vastu, is Chaitanyam. The Karta Bhokta limitation, the Karta Bhokta adjunct, the conditioning called Karta Bhokta, the truth is, it is Ishvara. Paramatma alone appears as Karta Bhokta. This is that 4 verses. Mamayivamsho Jivaloke Sanatanaha Yat Tat Padam Sarvasya Avabhasakam Tad Ahamasmi Tad Jagat Karanam Ahamasmi. That Karta, that is the superimposition called Karta or Bhokta, the knower, doer, is Ishvara. This is from one standpoint, one's own standpoint, from the subject standpoint. But for the subject, there is an objective world outside, the Drishyam. From the Drik standpoint, from the subject standpoint, subject is the Jiva. That subject is nothing but Paramatma, was first explained. As consciousness, it is seen, it is known by yoginaha buddhau avasthitam. In every cognition, the invariable is this consciousness, that is me. Buddhau avasthitam, atmanya avasthitam iti. The other part, one needs to understand that other part, therefore, is sarvatmatvam, the self of all, the self of everything. Understanding Brahman as myself, understanding Brahman as the self of all. All that is here is Ishvara. This is Sarvatma Bhava. Therefore, tasya padasya sarvatmatvam sarva vyavaharaspadattvam cha vivikshuhu chaturbhis lokaihi vibhuti sankshepa aha Bhagavan. Vibhuti sankshepa. In a few glowing verses, Bhagavan summarizes the vibhuti. Some glowing examples he takes. Ishvara's glory. Vibhuti means glory. Any glory is Ishvara's glory. So we see the next 4 verses. Yadadityagatam tejaha
Yadadityagatam tejaha
Jagadbhasayate khilam
Jagadbhasayate khilam
Yadadityagatam tejaha
Yadadityagatam tejaha
Jagadbhasayate khilam
Jagadbhasayate khilam
Yachandramasi yachagno
Yachandramasi yachagno
Tattejo vidhi mamakam
Tattejo vidhi mamakam
Yachandramasi yachagno
Yachandramasi yachagno
Tattejo vidhi mamakam
Tattejo vidhi mamakam
Gamavishya cha bhutani
Gamavishya cha bhutani
Gamavishya cha bhutani
कामाविश्य च भूतानि
धारयाम्यहमोजसा
धारयाम्यहमोजसा
कामाविश्य च भूतानि
कामाविश्य च भूतानि
धारयाम्यहमोजसा
धारयाम्यहमोजसा
पुष्णामि चोषधीः सर्वाः
पुष्णामि चोषधीः सर्वाः
सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः
सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः
पुष्णामि चौषधीः सर्वाः
पुष्णामि चौषधीः सर्वाः
सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः
सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा
प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः
प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा
प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः
प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः
प्राणापानसमायुक्तः
प्राणापानसमायुक्तः
पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्
पचाम्यन्नं
प्राणापानसमायुक्तः
प्राणापानसमायुक्तः
पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्
पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः
मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च
मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः
मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च
मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च
वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः
वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः
वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्
वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्
वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः
वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः
वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्
वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्
अहम् अहम् अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा वेदविदेव चाहं सर्वस्य चाहं वेदैश्च सर्वैः अहमेव कामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयामि अहम् ओजसा अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा मामकं तेजः. This aham in the next 4 verses Bhagavan uses the word aham, aham, mamakam, mine, me. Know me as, know this to be me. Aham pachami, aham vaishwanarah, aham vedantakrit, Aham Vedavid Sarvasya Hridi Aham Sannivishtaha Mattaha Eva Smritihi Jnanam Apoharam Cha Aham 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 Mattaha Mama Mamakam. What Aham? Sarvatma Aham. All this is me. All this is me. You understand? Mamakam Mama. There is a whole series of 11 adhyayas after Rudram. Rudram is called Namakam. Following Namakam, there are 11 adhyayas of Chamakam. Chanchame, Mayaschame, Agnischama, Indraschame, Somaschama, Indraschame, Ashmachame, Mrittikachame, Gidayaschame. Vajaschame, Prasavaschame, Annanchame, Vrihayaschame, Shamanchame, Lohanchame, Agnischame, Apaschame. You look at this. Ishvara is everything. In these 4 verses, Bhagavan picks up the flowers which sum up the whole Srishti from the Jiva's point of view and from the Jagat point of view. The Jiva's Sharira is also a part of the Jagat. Therefore, the Jiva's physiology is also picked up. Jiva's physical structure is picked up. Jiva's mind is picked up. All living things are picked up. All celestial bodies are picked up. The whole Srishti is represented. It's a beautiful selection. Yadadityagatam tejaha Yat tejaha adityagatam Yat tejaha adityasya suryasya akhilam jagat bhasayate Yat chandramasi tejaha Yaccha agnau tejaha tat tejaha mamakam teja vidhi. Vidhi, please know Arjuna. Wherever you find tejaha, brilliance, wherever you find urja, wherever you find brilliance, sattva manifest, know that tejaha to be mine. There is no other tejaha. The most obvious for the pranis existing is adityagatam tejaha. What tejaha you see? The brilliance of the sun. For you, that is the most relevant celestial body, biggest for your reckoning, closest, just close enough not to burn you, just distant enough not to burn you. Yet adityagatam tejaha sarva jagat akhila jagat avabhasakam. What illumines this whole jagat? Adityasrayam kim tat? Adityasrayam, Adityagatam. Tejaha Deeptihi Prakashaha Jagat Bhasayate Prakashayati Akhilam Samastam Jagat Prakashayati. Even simple Sanskritam you can understand. Yat Tejaha, that brilliance which lights up this system, this solar system, our immediate world, the earth and the planets and everything is lit up by Adityagatam Tejaha. The perceived biggest celestial body for yourself. Closest celestial body, Yat Chandramasi. Again, that which shines, which is Prakashatmakam, which reflects, which also lights up this earth, that which lights up all the planetary system, that which lights up this earth of ours, that which shines upon this Prithvi alone, Chandrama. Yet Chandramasi Tejaha, yet Agnau Tejaha, and on this earth, whatever brilliance is physically obtainable through any fire, any glow, every glow, every prakasham is mine. Every form of energy is me. Whether you look at it celestially or you look at it locally. Adityasya tejaha mamakameva, adityagatam tejaha mamakameva, chandramasi reflected tejaha mamakameva, agnau tejaha mamakameva. There is no other energy, there is no other brilliance, there is no tejaha than mine. In fact, I am manifest through all these forms of energy. Agnau hutavahe tat tejaha viddhi vijanihi mamakam madiyam mama vishnoho tat jyotihi iti athava yad adityagatam tejaha chaitanyatmakam jyotihi yat chandramasi yat cha agnau tat tejaha viddhi mamakam madiyam mama vishnoho tat jyotihi iti. You looked at brilliance in terms of physical brilliance, energy. This is for gross understanding of Tejaha. The Jiva understands Tejaha like this. But Shankara says, Yad Adityagatam Tejaha Chaitanyatmakam Tejaha. That is the light of consciousness which pervades the sun, the moon, and every object in the Srishti. Tat Tejaha Mamakam Eva. Nanu sthavareshu jangameshu cha tat samanam chaitanyatmakam jyotihi tatra katham idam visheshanam yad adityagatam ityadi. A question is raised by Shankara. Why should Bhagavan say Adityagatam Tejaha? If it is the light of consciousness, it is there in every sthavaram, everything that does not move and everything that moves. Nanu sthavareshu jangameshu cha tat samanam chaitanyatmakam jyotihi. That consciousness is the same that pervades what moves and what does not move. Tatra katham idam visheshanam yet adityagatam iti.
Yes. Good one.
Kimartham adityagatam iti uchyate? Pashanagatam kimartham na uchyate? Why did he not choose a stone? Why did he say adityagatam? Na esha dosha. Bhashyakara explains.
Okay.
Sattvaadhikyat adhikyopapattehe. Wherever sattva predominates, you perceive greater brilliance. Wherever sattva guna predominates, in this jagat, in this srishti, tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakashakamannamayam. Sattva is divine.
Okay.
Nirmalatvat, prakashakatvat, anamayatvat sattvamiti. Sattva is Adityadishu, hi sattvam atyanta prakasham, atyanta avabhaswaram, ataha tatra eva avistaram jyoti iti tad vishishyate, natu tatra eva tad adhikam iti. It is not that Aditya has greater consciousness.
No.
Or Chandramas has greater consciousness. It is not so. It is of the sattva nature. You may go and stand in front of a stone. You can stand in front of a table. And you can stand in front of a mirror. The mirror will reflect. The prakashakatvam is a property. It's a sattva property. Not that something has more consciousness, something has less consciousness. But because it is sattva-adhikyam, from where there is greater brilliance, and because it is so glaringly evident, he picks it up. You will not miss this. What is unmistakable as an evidence of Tejaha? From the celestial to the local Vastu. Representation is from Aditya, which is a star, to Chandramas, which is a satellite, to Agni, which is a local object. The point is, it is not talking about either Aditya or Chandramas or Agni. It is talking about Tejaha. The Tejaha is me. I am the Tejaha. Know me as the Tejaha in whatever you see as brilliant. Know me as the Chaitanyam that pervades everything. Like Aditya, Chandramas and Agni. There is no other Tejaha. Every Tejaha, every glory is Ishvara's glory. Then, in the next verse, Gamavishya cha bhutani dharayami aham ojasa pushnami chaushadhihi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakaha. Shankara says before this, Yathahi loke tulye api mukha samsthane न काष्ठ कुड्यादौ मुखम आविर्भवति आदर्शादौ तु स्वच्छे स्वच्छतरे च तारतम्येन आविर्भवति. Just now what I said. Kaashta kudyadu. Kaashta means wood. Whatever is a wood, a table that I said. Kudya is a wall. Mukha samsthane, you face them, they don't reflect your face. आदर्शादौ तु स्वच्छे स्वच्छतरे मुखम आविर्भवति. You see your face. There is more consciousness in the mirror? No. The property, sattva property of the mirror. Vastu, properties of vastus. Nothing. So you highlight that. In a room, a mirror will be first visible. It will reflect light, catch your attention. But it is not the mirror that is being spoken about. It is what is being spoken about is the tejaha. The tejaha is me. Kimcha gam avishya. Gam prithivim. Gam means prithivim. Ga is cow. You can say in a way. Gam means prithvi. Understand prithvi. Therefore, prithvi is also called kamadhenu. Janani prithvi kamadukhaste janako devaha paramakapalu. Paramacharya's words. Kanchi Paramacharya used to, this is a very beautiful song he did. Maitrim bhajata akhila hridjetrim. There he says, Janani prithvi kamadughaste. For the earthlings, prithvi is a kamadhenu. What does it not give you? Everything. Gam avishya. Prithivim avishya. Prithivim pravishya aham dharayami. I sustain, I uphold. Prithivim pravishya, pervading this earth, entering this earth which is your home, of which you are not a deniable part. You are a part of this, in the physical sense at least. Gam avishya. Now I am coming to your home. Aditya, Chandra, everything is there. Now I am in your home. Tumhara ghar, Prithvi. Gam avishya. Avishya means pravishya. Having pervaded. Prithivim pravishya dharayami. Bhutani dharayami. Jagat. Bhutani means Jagat. Aham ojasa dharayami. I sustain. मैं धारण करता हूं. धारण means sustenance, the very reason for existence. I uphold the Prithvi as its very reason for existence. Katham dharayami? Ojasa dharayami. Ojasa. Aham ojasa. Ojasa is the power, the balam. Balam yat kama raga vivarjitam. Kama raga vivarjitam balam tena balena ojasa. The power of Ishvara manifest as the sustenance of this Jagat, this Prithvi, is in the form of Ojas, Balam, the Balam that upholds this Prithvi. Pervading this Prithvi, I am the Balam. Aham dharayami. Prithivim dharayami bhutani, all beings, and the earth itself is upheld. The balam is kama vivarjitam, the balam is raga vivarjitam, because what we have seen in terms of balam is kama raga balanvitaha. We have seen this, is it not?
Yes.
Here all balam is for kama, all balam is for raga, with likes and dislikes. Or balam is employed for desires, binding desires, non-binding. Kama raga vivarjitam. Ishvara has no binding desires for the ojas to sustain this jagat. As the very laws that sustain the jagat, I am the Shakti. Adityagatam tejaha, Prithvigatam tejaha. So the Prithvi remains sthira. As all the universal forces, the Prithvi keeps going around the sun. At whatever speed it goes, it does not go and fall into the sun or go away from the sun. And therefore you and I are sitting here. If it tilts a little bit more this side, God knows. One degree more of tilt and you and I will not be there. Just look at it, it is just appropriately where it is. The Prithvi has a tilt, a little tilt. Without the tilt also you will be nowhere. It is interesting. The earth is just tilted. On the axis of rotation of earth is slightly tilted. It is not like this. It is like this. Everything on this earth is made possible by that tilt, by that exact rotation, by that exact revolution. Earth's rotation on its own axis, Earth going around, revolving around the sun, and Earth tilted on its axis. All this is possible on this earth. From ocean currents to Coriolis effect to all the seasons that you have, everything is possible. We are talking about a cold wave here, and fellows in Australia are enjoying. Some of them are jumping into water because it is hot. Mamakam Teja. It is biting cold in Arctic. When it is not biting cold, you are worried. Arctic cap is melting, polar ice is melting, global warming. You can mess up. But a system, Dharayami, is there. This Jiva stopped interfering for a few months during Corona lockdown. And see what happened. Rivers were clear, sky was clear, everything was clear. All Adityagatam Teja you could immediately feel. And look at this. You start the Gadi again and then see what happens. Anyway, that is not what I am meaning. What is being said is that which sustains this Jagat. Jagat dharayate, Jagat prakashayate akhilam. Bhutani dharayami ojasa shaktya balena kamaraga vivarjitena balena aham dharayami yena bhutaha syuh. How the earth is sustained without burdening this earth. Kama raga samyuktam balam is a burden. Wherever this jiva's kama raga bala comes, it's a burden to the sustenance of this Prithvi. That is why Shankara makes it very clear. Ishvara's balam is kamaraga vivarjitam. So it sustains. This kami, this kamaraga balanvita asuri fellow, all of us, we will spare no efforts in destroying this. Then you should have a conference on work, climate change, that, this. We change the climate and have a conference on it. We destroy everything and have a conference. Then there is lady with a perpetual anger on her face, trying to come and teach the world, how dare you, how dare you. All jokes. This Manushya is Kama Raga Balanvitaha. Her father, grandfather, everybody did the same thing only. And the next day she will also do the same thing. Half of the things she has been doing is the same. And he, she, it, everything is the same. Kama Raga Balanvitaha. That Balam does not sustain, because it is not dharmikam balam, it is not kamaraga vivarjitam balam. Kamaraga vivarjitam is alignment with dharma, alignment with Ishvara. That sustains. So Mahapurushas sustain. The Prithvi is sustained by Mahapurushas. When you say, this is what it means. They are kama raga vivarjitaha. That balam sustains. Then that balam is a spiritual balam. Atmikam balam. Ishvara sustains this Prithvi. As Aditya, he is everything to the earthlings. When you see these two verses together, Pushnami cha oshadhihi. Sarva oshadhihi aham pushnami. Rasatmako somo bhutva. Oshadhihi oshadhibhyaha annam. Anna purushaha. The very physical existence of the jiva is conditional upon the food that is available. Annam adyate iti. That anna is born of oshadhi. Oshadhi vanaspatayaha. I nourish the oshadhi vanaspati. Rasam bhutva, as their very essence, I am the essence of the vegetation, of all that is food. I am the food. Ahamannam, 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 ahamannam. I am the food. I am the essence of the food. All that is assimilated as the bodies of the jiva, all bodies of the jivas, that oshadhihi aham pushnami rasatmako somo bhutva. Being the very essence, the very sap, I nourish the oshadhihi. All oshadhis, full of nourishment. The nourishment, nourisher is me. The nourishment is me. I am the Soma. See how beautiful. The inanimate Aditya is me. The Tejaha is me. The vegetation that is here is all Adityagatam Tejaha. Every photosynthesis is Aditya. The seasons are Aditya. The rivers are Aditya. The rain is Aditya. The Prithvi giving rise to vegetation is Aditya. So this Aditya becomes Somo Rasatmakaha and he is your body. Where do you want to miss me? As the very rasa, the very nutrition, the very nourishment of the Oshadhi is me. Somo Bhutva Rasatmakaha Prithvim Aham Dharayami Ojasa Bhutani Aham Dharayami Prithvim Kam Pravishya Avishya Jagat Vidharanaya Prithvyam Pravishtaha Yena Gurvi Prithvi Nadhah Patati Na Vidhiryate Cha. That Prithvi which has the right density to keep itself intact, neither to implode nor to explode, and to stay where it is. The right amount of balanced forces, with the right amount of tilt, whether your head is tilted this side or that side, Prithvi's tilt is important. Aham Dharayami. Did you ever wonder all these laws? Gurvi. This is called Urvi. The Prithvi is called Urvi. Urvyaha Ishaha Urvishaha. That balam which upholds and that which Oshadhihi Pushnati. Aham Pushnami. Aham is that Sarvatmakam Chaitanyam Brahmavastu Ishvara. Soma is the very essence. Soma is also the Devata Chandrama. Chandrama is the Devata for the Oshadhihi. All Oshadhihi Oshadhayas Samvadante Somena Saharajnya. From Samhita. Oshadhayas Samvadante Somena Saharajnyaha. Oshadhayaha. Prithivya Oshadhayaha Oshadhibhyonnam Annat Purushaha Sava Esha Purushonnara Samayaha. Taittiriya Upanishad. Sava Esha Purushaha Anna Rasamayaha. He is composed, he is Annamaya, that's why it's called Annamaya, the body of food. It's not just a body, corpus, corporeal. This is Annamayam. Very clear, the Veda says it's Annamayam, it is modified food. Your Aadhaar card is an impression of modified food. The Adhara is Bhagavan. There is no Adhara Kardaha. Adhara is Bhagavan. This biometric, that bio is Adityagatam Tejaha, Oshadhigatam Balam Ojaha. Ojas, that is a Shakti. Dharana Shakti, Ojas, Ojaha, power. Oshadhihi Bhutva, Somo Bhutva, I become. I am this Somaha, I am the essence, I am the nutrition, I am the taste, I am the succulence, I am the edibility, I am the food. From celestial forces to chemical forces to what becomes your body is Ishvara. Vibhuti. Kimcha Prithvyam Jata Oshadhihi Sarvaha Vrihi Yavadyaha Pushnami Pushtimati Rasaswadumati Cha Karomi Somo Bhutva Rasatmakaha Somaha Sarvarasatmako Rasasvabhavaha Sarvarasanam Akaraha Somaha Sahi sarva oshadhihi swatma rasanu praveshena pushnati. Everything that is there, which is nourished, which is the essence, which is the very sap, which is the very reason for your abhimana of the body of this Annamaya is Ishvara. When you look at the body, Annamaya, Anna is Ishvara. Bhrigu, after this first level of tapas, says, Annam Brahme Divyajanat. When his father, the Guru, told him, Tapasa Brahma Vijijñāsasva, and I will tell you what? Yato va imani bhuta nijayante yena jata nijivanti yat prayantya visham vishanti tad vijijñāsasva tad brahmeti. From where these beings come, by which they are sustained and unto which they resolve, that is Brahmavastu. Because he has teach me Brahman. So Bhrigu comes back with the understanding. What is the first level understanding? Annam Brahma iti vyajanat. I have understood, O Guru, that Anna is Brahma. Annadhyeva khalu imani bhutani jayante. It is indeed from Annam alone that these beings are born. Anne najata nijivanti. They are sustained by Annam. Annam prayantya visham vishanti. Tad vijñāya. Having known this, he understood this is interesting. All the beings are made up of food. They exist in food and they resolve into food. Annam. Oh, Annam Brahma iti. The food is Ishvara. Shariram is Annavayam. Annat jayante. Jatani annena vardhante. See this? Annam. Ahameva Annam. Annam. Aham is Ishvara. Aham is Nirvikara. Chaitanyam is Aham. Ishvara is all this. Rasatmakaha somo bhutva. Aham oshadhi pushnami. Not Arjuna's friend Aham. The very cause for Arjuna's body and Krishna's body, that Annam, Ahamasmi. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah Pranapana Samayuktah Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. How beautiful. Ahameva Vaishvanaraha. And if you thought that is all, I am the fire, Arjuna. What fire? I am the Jataragni, Vaishvanaraha, Udarasthaha Agnihi. Ahamagdir Vaishvanaro Yojamantah Purushe Yenedam Annam Pachyate. Pradanyaka says, Shruti says, I am Vaishvanaraha, I am Agnir Vaishvanaro, this Agni Vaishvanara. What Agni you saw, Adit Agni? Yat Chandramasi Yatcha Agno Tejaha. This Agni is Vaishvanaraha, Jataragnihi. Agni inside. Every Agni is not visible Agni. This is knowable Agni, not visible Agni. Vaishvanaraha. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva. And Arjuna, it is the same me. 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 It is Same Ishvara, Vaishwanaro Bhutva, Udarastha Agnir Bhutva, being the Agni in your digestive system. Ayam Nirvaishwanaro, Yo Ayam Antaha Purushe Yenedam Annam Pachyate, Brihadaranyaka says. Ityadi Shrutehe Vaishwanarah San, being Vaishwanara, being the digestive power, being the digestive Agnihi, Praninam Deham Ashritaha. I obtain in the very bodies of beings. Praninam Deham, Sarva Praninam, all beings. Deham Ashritaha, Deham Avalambya, Pranavatam Deham Ashritaha Pravishtaha, obtaining in शरीर में स्थित समस्त प्राणियों के शरीर में स्थित जठराग्नि, वैश्वानराग्नि, पाचकाग्नि, the digestive agni I am. Prana apana samayuktaha annam pachami. And if you thought I am the food, understand Arjuna, I am the one who digests the food. I am that Agni that breaks down the food. And that makes it possible for it to be assimilated through prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. Pranapana samayukta, prana and others, along with the physiology, the prana energy, it is samana which is responsible for digestion. Prana is the respiration. That is your ventilation and that is your energy system which is using oxygen to burn, to create energy, pranaha. Apana is what causes the physiological functions of evacuation, clearing. Vyana is what is responsible for circulating, makes it vyapaka. Samana is what is responsible for digestion. And what is maintained as cybernetics, all levels are equalized and maintained. Whether it is temperature, whether it is chemicals, whether it is hormones, whether it is enzymes, whether it is molecules, all of them are where, that's why you are testing in labs. Everything that is maintained. Pranapana samayukta. Udana I have not spoken because Udana keeps you inside this body. Otherwise, Utkramantam, you will go. Utkramantam. That is the ejection button for the pilot. When you are in danger, you eject. Proc, before the aircraft falls, you better get out. The transfer button, Udana, is not just a transfer button. Udana is what keeps you till the prarabdha of this body is over. It keeps.
Okay.
It is a spring which is in controlled spring. So at the right time it must eject. It is Udana. Udana means it is waiting to, it is not just waiting, it is keeping. Otherwise many times you will go in and out. So what keeps you is also Udana and what ejects you is also Udana. What keeps the pilot is also the seat and what ejects him is also that seat. So what he sits, you don't always call ejection seat. Ejection is a one-time function. But keeping him there is the all-time function. Prana apana samayuktaha annam pachami pakting karomi. Prana apana samayuktaha samyuktaha pachami pakting karomi chaturvidham annam. Chaturvidham annam. From mammals to all kinds of animals, creatures, the annam for them has to undergo digestion and assimilation, and that very power of digestion and assimilation in their prana, as their pranamaya, as their physiology, and the very Jataragni, the Vaishwanaraha. Chaturvidham annam. You have seen Chaturvidham annam? Is it there in Tattva Bodha? 4 types of food. How you have food? This food, nourishing food is available to you in 4 forms. Bhojyam, Bhakshyam, Lehyam, Choshyam. Is it not there? Everyone knows. Bhojyam, what you consume as a liquid, you drink. Bhakshyam, how you chew and eat. Lehyam, what you lick and eat. Lick and consume. Not liquor. Lick, honey. Avareham, Chavanaprajam, all this you have to lick. Choshyam, you suck. Don't say I suck tea. Choshyam. So there is a Choshyam. Anyway, Chaturvidham annam. That is whatever way the annam is for that prani. I am the one who digests and assimilates, being the very prana, being the very Vaishwanara. I am the annam. I am the power that digests the annam. I am the one that is converted into the very bodies of the jivas, the bhutani. Ahamannam, 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 ahamannado, ahamannado, ahamannadaha. I am the consumer of the food. I am the food. Ishvara is both annaha, Ishvara is both annadaha. Vibhuti, what is left? Adityagatam, Chandragatam, Agnigatam, Tejaha, Mamakameva, Prithvigata, Dharana Shaktihi, Ahameva, Oshadhigatam, Somam, Rasatmakam, Ahameva, Praninam, Jathare, Agnihi, Ahameva, Vaishwanara, Ahameva, Pranapana Samayuktaha, Ahameva, Anna Pachakopi, Ahameva, Pakting Karomi, Ahameva, Tesham Shariro Bhutva, Tishtami, Ahameva. All animate, inanimate, everything that is seen, that is microcosm and macrocosm and physiology is all Ishvara, Vibhuti. This is not to tell you what is digestion process. It is not to tell you what are celestial bodies and what is eclipse. It is saying whatever is there, yaccha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate shruyate piva antar bahischa tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. It is all Narayana. Shastra shows you everything is Narayana. Everything is Ishvara. To seal this, the 4th verse is what reveals. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम् वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्. To seal this, is there something left? Ahameva sarvasya hridi sannivishtaha. I am the one who obtains in the hearts of all as their very chaitanyam, as the very center of their being, as the very reference point for aham, as the very subject. Hridi sannivishtaha. From me is all memory, all knowledge, and all forgetfulness. All suspension of knowledge is also me. All knowledge is also me. All memory is also me, from me. Mattaha smritihi. From me alone there is smriti, memory. From me alone there is cognition, knowledge. From me alone is suspending that cognition or that smriti. Sarvescha vedaischa sarvaihi. Sarvaihi vedaihi. In all the Vedas, in and through all the Vedas, Vedyaha ahameva. The Veda speaks about so much from here to there. Veda is huge. What is not dealt under the Veda? So much is dealt.
Yes.
And if you want to know what the Veda is speaking about, it is me. The one Vedya is me, the one to be known. The Kevalam Jneyaha Ahameva. Ashma Chame Mritika Chame is there. Ashma is Shyamam Chame, Loham Chame is there. Shyamam, Loham. Loham means Ayaskam, ores. Ayaha. Annam Vrihayaschame, Yavaschame, Vashaschame, Tilaschame, Mudgaschame, Khalvaschame, Godhumaschame, everything is there.
Okay.
All this the Veda speaks about in variety, whether it is Annam, whether it is Pranam, whether it is Manaha, Chittam Chame, Akutis Chame, Vittam Chame, Vedyas Chame, Bhutan Chame, Bhavishyat Chame. Look at this. Why is the Veda saying all these things? All in and through all these perceptions of the objective world which you call, it is only one Ishvara. The Vedya Vishaya, what is to be known through the Vedas ultimately is Ishvara alone. Ahameva Vedyaha. The one topic is me. Sarve Vedaha Yat Padam Amananti. In the 8th chapter, what does it say? Yadichanto brahmacharyam charanti tatte padam sangrahena pravakshe om ityekaksharam brahma. That is me. Is there? Vedavido vadanti vishanti yad yatayo vitaragaha tat ahameva. The one knowable, the one to be known. Jneya eka eva Ishvara ahameva. Vedanta krit ahameva. The one who is the initiator of the Vedanta Sampradaya is me alone. Sarvaihi Vedaihi Ahameva Eka Vedyaha. Not Vaidyaha, Vedyaha. Vedya means जिसको जाना जाता है, जिसको जाना जाना चाहिए, जिसे जानना चाहिए. ज्ञान योग्य मतलब एसेंस, मर्म, सत्य. The only thing to be known through the Veda is Ishvara. Oh, what is to be known through Veda is Ishvara. Therefore, the author of the Veda must be greater than what is to be known through the Veda. It's interesting. Which is greater? What is to be known through the Veda is greater, or who has brought out the Veda is greater? Very interesting. Who is greater? The author of the Veda, or what is to be known through the Veda? And there is no confusion. Vedanta krit ahameva, Vedavid api ahameva. The knower of the Veda is also me. From whom the Vedas come is also me. The Paurusheya, that Purusha, that Padam is me. From where the Vedas? Brahmanishwasitam Veda is me. Vedanta Krit. The Vedanta Sampradaya Kartra is also me. It is not that some Rishi has started the Vedanta Sampradaya, no. The initiator, the creator of the Vedanta Sampradaya is also me. Narayanam Padma Bhuvam Vasishtham Shaktin Cha Tatputra Paracharam Cha Yasam Shukam Gauda Padam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Mathasya Shishyam Sri Shankaracharya Mathasya Padmapadam Cha Hastamalakam Cha Sishyam. That is, Narayana is the initiator, is the Vedanta Krit, the creator, the initiator of the Vedanta Sampradaya, the Pramanam itself. The Prameyam, what is to be known, is Ishvara. The knower of the Vedas is Vedavid, Ahameva. To be known, Ahameva. The Jnanam, the knowledge, Ahameva. The memory of that knowledge, Ahameva. Forgetting that knowledge, Ahameva. Suspending that knowledge, Ahameva. The knower, Ahameva. The known, Ahameva. The instrument of knowledge, Ahameva. What is not Ishvara? Sarvatmakatvam Ishvara eva. Sarva Vyavaharaspadattvam Ishvara eva. All that is transactable in this Jagat is Ishvara. Every transaction, from your digestion, from your memory and forgetfulness, from your cognition, from your physical body to your physiology, from the celestial bodies to this earth, to the celestial laws, to the chemical processes, to the physical processes, to the physiological, to the mind, to everything, and to this Sannivishta in every bhuta, the seat of consciousness is Ishvara alone. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ